Okay, so I am attempting to do a video on how to make potato soup and Caesar salad. So I got my bacon frying in the pan, like so. So this is my second attempt at making this video, and I'm not really good at it, so I really don't know what to do and what I'm doing. But I have hit stop on my videos and it completely erased what I made before. So I just learned to hit pause on this thing. I don't understand smartphones. Okay, so I want to show this knife that my boyfriend made for me. It's a deer handle knife, especially for left-handed people such as I. I love it, by the way. One of the greatest gifts he's ever given me. So while our bacon is crisping in our big pot, we are going to dice our potatoes and onions. And we need, let's see, 1 cup of white onions. And we need, how many potatoes? You have to be patient with me. 1.5 pounds of golden potatoes diced. The smaller, the better, because it doesn't take as long. So I went to Publix today and got everything I needed. I love Publix grocery store. So, just a second. All right. So, right now we're going to dice the onion, and I will show you what it looks like after it's diced. So I like to get a little bowl to put my onions in, and this is roughly a cup of chopped onions. I'll show you what they look like. Just forgive my hand, y'all. I'm not really good at all this. This is my chopped onions. I just eyeballed it. I didn't really use a measuring cup, but if you want to use a measuring cup, you can. And forgive me for not really knowing how to do this whole YouTube thing. I'm still learning how to do this. Like, I know that sometimes people have another person running the camera for them while they talk and all that, but my boyfriend is not very technologically savvy. What?
Back that up. Don't throw me under the bus like that.
It's nothing bad.
Turn your camera around.
So, we have a special visitor, and I'm going to turn my camera around.
There you go.
If I can find out how to do this. Well, how about I just turn my face around, because I'm not really good at all this stuff. Oh my God.
Hey, this is Buck.
Hey, Buck.
Ever seen a 4-eyed hunter who shot me in the ass?
I have not.
Well, that 4-eyed son of a bitch is running around here shooting that thing. They ain't hitting shit.
Well, dear, you may... Dear. No pun intended.
Buck.
Well, Buck, sorry. I'm getting back to the cooking, so I gotta go. But thanks for stopping in and seeing me. Everybody say bye to Buck. Grandpa
Always
Buck.
on the run, honey.
Bye.
Always on the run.
Okay. So let me get the garlic out of the refrigerator. If I can find it. Just a second, got a fish for it. Okay, so I buy this garlic. I started buying this garlic because it's so much easier to use because you don't have to peel anything. Plus, I don't use enough garlic in my recipes, and it seems like my garlic always gets soft. Now, I've tried to use different ways of storing garlic, like putting it in the cabinet in a paper bag, putting it in the refrigerator, but it either gets dry and gummy or just turns bad. So this is what I turn to. So it's asking for 4 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to put the equivalent of 4 cloves in my little cup here. Like about that much. Kind of looks like baby poop. But there it is. Now, I'm going to get to peeling my potatoes, and I'll be right back whenever they're done peeling and chopping.
My woman says I ain't much technical savvy. You expecting what I say? You expecting what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Anyways, I've been out hunting some deer all day, and I want to tell you that's a good damn woman. I come home with nothing but horns for meat and taters, but she come up with the taters. Anyway, I did best with this I can.
So I will continue after I'm done with potatoes. Okay, so I chopped up the potatoes, and I think the smaller the potatoes, the better. They're over here dropping stuff. But yeah, the smaller the better. And I'm looking into the camera because like I'm making sure that it's filming and all that, because I'm not really good when it comes to stuff like this. But I was about to say our chicken is almost crisp. Our bacon is almost crisp. And I'm going to show you our bacon real quick. Show you the progress that we've made. There we go. We got crispy bacon. And I think most people like crispy bacon because I work in a restaurant, as Grandma used to say. Okay, so what we're going to do next is... All right, so we're going to transfer our bacon to a plate. Okay, so the bacon is crisp and done. So there it is right here. And I have it here on a coffee filter. A lot of people use paper towels or coffee filters. Normally coffee filters, there's a lot that comes in the bag, and so I use it for drain grease, so it's good. So the potatoes, the smaller the pieces of potato, the better. It cooks faster. So, okay, so what we're going to do next is, let's see, we are going to discard of the extra grease. Extra grease, you can substitute butter. Alright, so we got to get rid of this extra grease, and I like to take a coffee cup because that's how I have been taught to take a coffee cup, because it can withstand the heat. So I'm going to take this grease and be very careful with it, because you don't want to burn yourself. It's definitely not for a rookie. So I am discarding this coffee grease. Coffee grease. Oh my God. Got coffee on the mind. This bacon grease. You hear him laughing at me?
Coffee grease.
You hear my old sweetheart laughing at me? Alright, so I got the bacon grease.
Coffee grease.
In the pan. And it says right now to add the onions. So we're adding the onions. And we're going to mix those around. The onions have to cook for 5 minutes. Alright, so the onions are finished cooking, and they should be clear, translucent. See? Alright. Pretty. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is add the garlic. A little bit, but that's okay. As we're cooking, I'm going to add the garlic for another 2 minutes. Set our timer for 2 minutes on our microwave. Alright, so so this is what the onions and the garlic look like. We are about to add the flour. We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. So here's what the flour looks like with the onions and the garlic. Okay, so I'm about to add the chicken stock. You hear that? All right, we're just gonna mix it on in. This is 2 cups of chicken stock. So we're just gonna let that sit there for a few minutes. Okay. I suck at this. Okay. All right, so now we got to put our milk and potatoes in. It's supposed to be 2 cups of warm milk, but I didn't warm my milk and the cup did not fit in the microwave. So we're going to put our milk and potatoes in. All right, so we need to cook until all of this reaches a boil. And then after it's done, I will make another video saying how everything turned out and us eating. So thank you for watching this. And I know that I'm not really good at all this stuff, but I am trying. I will take any kind of tips. All right, bye-bye.